What has inflation ruined for you?
Concerts.
Costco trips. I go about once a month instead of almost every week.
Visiting my family in my home country.
Travel grimace.
I cook some food I enjoy much less often now with food prices rising.
Grocery shopping used to be fun since it was the only time I got to spend money.
Coffee. I can't even get it in bulk for a reasonable price. I hope that, fair trade, money is actually going to the people growing and harvesting.
My chances of ever being a homeowner. Melting face.
My sense of self and any sense of peace I could find in life.
My free time. I have to work as much OT as I can get now.
Having flowers at home.
Baking. Sad face.
My future. At least it feels this way. I chose my career based on both interest and knowing it would allow me to live a lifestyle I wanted, and when I started the salary was perfect for that. Now I have to re-envision a future I didn't want for myself. I wanted 3 things: a home, to go on vacation every once in a while, and a kid. I now feel I have to choose one. I don't even contemplate retirement.
Grocery shopping is so depressing now. I remember numbers and joke I could win the Price is Right, so going down the aisles and seeing all the prices on products rise makes me anxious. I do curbside pickup a lot now to avoid it.
I almost buy no exotic spices anymore.
Bars and going out for drinks. A mixed drink that is about 3 sips should not cost $15. Last time I went out I got a Jack and Coke, and they charged me $14 for 1 ounce of Jack and then for the half can of Coke they used.
Yep, coupled with the Ticketmaster monopoly, now it's just ridiculous. I used to buy tickets to any show I could. Now I usually check the GameTime app a few hours before the show, and if prices aren't reasonable I don't go. Sad face.
Live music. Coupled with the Ticketmaster, Live Nation monopoly, it's insane how expensive even the nosebleed seats are.
This is sad.
Grocery and also eating out.
With you there, unfortunately it's either renting or moving, because it would be next to impossible to buy a place where I am currently. Everything has gone up but the wages. Pensive face. 2 hearts. Add road trips to the list as I heard gas might break the $3 range this summer. Sun edit. Road trips to travel and see other places is definitely out of the question, unfortunately. I am learning from other people's comments that it is a whole lot higher in certain places, some even reaching over $7. Hoping for lower gas prices in the future for everyone and generally a break in all the inflation that has been happening. I would love to travel more to new places, but we'll have to leave that for the future permitting. Smiley face.
Eating healthy. I still do so as much as I can, but buying good wholesome food at local markets, and chains as well, of course, is kinda above my budget these days.
Literally existing.
Having a baby. Before all the prices started to rise dramatically last year, my husband and I worked out we could comfortably afford to start a family. I'm now 5 months pregnant, and with the ridiculous energy prices, food going up along with our mortgage that needs renewing in April, I am terrified we might not really be able to afford this new lifestyle. It makes me feel irresponsible and like I just wanted to say thank you for the replies and to the people who have reached out. You are all very supportive. We've got this.
Socializing. It was already hard being an introvert. Now you're telling me I have to go out and talk to people and spend probably over $100 per night. I'll just stay home forever, thanks.
Used to love going out for dinner, trying new places and new dishes like a proper. Other day we went out for some basic pub wings at lunch. 1 local beer, 1 iced tea, literally nothing on the plate but 8 mediocre wings and 1 piece each of celery and $80 after tax and tip. All the way the bonus of a man harassing us with dirty jokes, that also required us to do math. The nerve, shouted across the haven't actually enjoyed a meal out since 2019. Seems like food quality has gone down as much as prices have gone up. Skeptical smiley face.
I'm from a rural area. Gas prices have killed me. The next grocery store is 45 miles away and my school is an hour away.
Yeah, for real. Now it just makes me sad. I gotta walk by all this yummy food I want and get stuff for the kids and basics. Nothing fun for me.
This, but also it makes me want to dig more into local music and support that.
I have a list of meals I want to make, but I've already maxed out my grocery budget for the month and it feels like it's barely anything.
Eating healthy. Food is taking its toll.
You're not a failure or irresponsible. You made a decision based on the facts you knew at the time. It's impossible to predict. There is just a small bump in the road. Things will get better. Go easy on yourself, heart.
I've been having the same thought lately. I feel like I can't have it all. My current income would have been plenty 10 years ago, and I always had dreams of living in a big city, dining at nice restaurants, traveling a lot. Now I'm still counting my pennies like I did in my early 20s. Also want to acknowledge that I am still extremely privileged. Life just isn't what I was hoping for because everything is so expensive now.
I hear ya, but try to treat yourself once in a while. Joy is self-care, even small things.
Thank you for supporting your local music scene. Local bands, thank you. Thanks for brightening my day.
I am stuck right now in a career I hate. BC, it pays well, and believe me, it takes a mental toll majorly. I feel you.
My 20s.
I splurge on the spices. They last a while, and with the right spices you can make anything taste like a gourmet meal.
It's over $5 here in the Bay Area.
Reading the news without feeling anxious all the time. My hopes of ever leading an independent and stable life without having to live under someone else's roof, having roommates.
Same. Sharing housing with someone else at this time, and that's what's working best for both of us. We split expenses and try to keep it fair, and it's working out pretty well. I keep looking at houses online, and just shaking my head. They're either too high priced for me to ever afford, or so low priced that there's some expensive secret defect lurking in there somewhere that you're just not seeing. Or even better, the price is low, and when you see the interior pics, you understand exactly why it's that low, because the place is a heck. Even renting is out of my reach at this point. I live in a small, Midwestern town, and even here, rents are so high that I have trouble understanding how anyone pays them. I realize big cities have it far worse, with rents being astronomical there. But for us, $1,300 to $1,600 to rent a 2 to 3 bedroom house or apartment is unrealistic. But that's what we're seeing now. The other thing inflation has ruined: grocery shopping. I'm spending far more on groceries than I've ever spent in my life. Even just in the past 2 years, I spent far less. Also, we still seem to have some supply chain issues, even this far out from the days of the pandemic shortages. Still, seeing empty shelves every week in the store, rotating from one department to another from week to week. So one week, there's very little cat food. The next week it might be salad dressings or pickles. So weird.
Travel, nail salon visits, the cost of rent.
My grandma had 5 kids in a paid-off house by age 25, and she was the child of poor immigrants with first-grade educations. Never had a full-time job in her life. Sent them all to high-quality colleges, dorms and everything. You aren't irresponsible, you were over.
McDonald's hash browns. Is highway robbery.
I was homeless with a newborn baby. We're doing so much better now. You'll be okay. Slightly smiling face.
I do curbside just so I'm not tempted to throw in a few extra things that I don't really need. Impulse buys used to cost me $20 max. Now they're $50 to $100, and that's actual money.
There's hobbies and groups that aren't expensive. Or a friend's night in with a board game or something. Just suggesting stuff. Smile.
Why did a box of pasta double in price in less than 2 years?
Yeah, true, but sometimes we want to try a new restaurant and do an activity after. Easily $100 grimace.
Laughs in per litre in Australia.
I'm less likely to try new things at Costco now. I buy my regular items and
Working a job I'd enjoy vs working one that pays well. I'm so sick of corporate work and want to do things that make a difference in my community, but I just can't afford the pay cut to switch to anything other than emails.
Just paying my bills. I'm lucky in that I earn well and I have a decent cushion saved, but my monthly bills are sapping everything from me right now. In 6 months, my gas and electricity bill has gone from £89 a month to just shy of £400, but my usage hasn't changed. I never used to think twice about putting the heating on when I was cold, but now I find myself wondering if my heated blanket or hot water bottle will do. I live on my own and nothing has changed, yet all my bills are astronomical now. Knows how people on benefits, a lower wage or single parents are coping. I really feel for them.
Relationships. I don't think I can ever be with a man who is poor ever again. Things are too expensive for me to date someone who's going to be a financial burden if we get married.
Price gouging. That's just what a lot of this is, not even inflation.
Holy cow. That's almost $7 a gallon. That's wild.
I used to buy a lot of groceries and it would cost me under $100. Now buying the same amount of groceries I always have costs me more than $100. Sad face.
And there's less food in these more expensive groceries too. My boyfriend opened up a new box of cereal from Walmart the other day, and it was only about half filled. He was enraged, and I joked that they're just copying the chip companies. But it is so depressing.
The ability to leave my bad marriage. I can't afford to live on my own with everything rising and my paycheck very much not.
I feel this, so much. I used to meal plan every week, and making a grocery list was almost therapeutic. I had grocery prices pretty much memorized, so I'd easily stay within budget. I'd be able to try a new recipe out every week. I did this for like a decade. But now, the cost of food has gone up so much, I don't know how much things are off the top of my head. I have to count as I shop. I'm constantly putting things back, sometimes crossing a whole meal of my list as the cost of things in my cart start to add up. It's stressful. We're eating a lot of ramen and boxes mac and cheese. I've always been so big on fresh foods, non-processed, all that. But it's too expensive to eat healthy. Eating Domino's and Taco Bell is actually cheaper. What the? I feel the difference this diet is taking on me, especially mental health-wise. But I'm having to eat like, cause it's all I can afford. At least bananas are cheap still.